Fame, fortune, glory, prestige. These are a few things achieved by the immortal Ben Radier. So what is your view on Ben?
Ben?
Yes.
I don't know. Who's Ben?
Ben.
What am I supposed to be saying for
Just say your honest opinion on the amazing Ben. Ben, just say it.
My view on
He's
Ben?
great.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Ben?
About band?
Ben.
Ben?
Ben.
Radier?
Yes. The amazing Ben Rad, the famous actor of the 1950s. America's sweetheart. You all know him.
Wait, Ben?
Ben Radier.
Sexy Ben.
He's not in any movie.
He is the movie.
This movie.
This is the movie.
The movie of life.
Ben.
Life.
Ben Radier?
What
Ben
is-
Radier makes me feel uncomfortable.
How do you feel about Ben?
Well, you see. Ben who?
You know, Ben, America's sweetheart, actor, famous actor of the 1950s, played such coveted roles as the deformed fish in Finding Nemo, Shawshank in The Shawshank Redemption, just to name a few. Hitler in Mein Kampf, the musical. You all know and love it.
And what musical?
Mein Kampf,
Mein Kampf.
the musical. How do you feel about Ben?
He doesn't.
I guess he's a pretty okay actor. But the Hitler
Would
part,
you say great?
I would say horrible.
I would say he's great. Can you say Ben is great? Ben is great.
Don't record me.
I think we can all agree, though.
About what?
Ben.
What about Ben?
He's great.
I'd like to plead my Fifth
He's
Amendment
great.
right. I'd like to plead my Fifth
Ben
Amendment
is
right.
great.
I'd like to plead my Fifth Amendment right and not answer that
Ben's
question.
great. But what other words are used to describe Ben? Honor, glory, pasty, blonde, pasty, determined, blonde, Ben. Ben was born in America, USA in 1954, April 49th. He started out as a simple background actor, notable for his roles as several inanimate objects. Eventually began starring as pivotal roles in movies. Some notable characters of his are deformed fish from Finding Nemo, Shawshank from Shawshank's Redemption, and Hitler from Mein Kampf, the musical. We've got a brief insight into the life of this immortal character, as we entered into his home without his consent. The following is a brief interview. So, exactly for how long have you been Ben?
Well, I've been Ben for around 18 years now, I suppose.
Interesting. Very long time. And how have your Ben experiences affected your Benhood as a whole?
Well, I mean, that's a very good question. My Ben experiences have definitely made me Benlier, a lot more Benable, and just an all-around better person.
Yeah, very interesting. Now, I'm going to ask the question that I know is on all our viewers' minds, and that is, what's your shoe size?
Like an 11.
Uh-huh. The interview, however, was cut short due to the fact that I tried to steal his television, which was placed behind me during the interview. By chance, however, we did manage to bump into Ben and get another interview.
Finally, I'm free. The police took care of that creepy stalker kid.
No.
No. Not again.
I have some more questions.
How'd you already get out?
I have some more questions. I need another interview. So, thanks for joining us for another interview, Ben. How are you feeling? Are you comfortable or?
Very, yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that we could get you here. For an interview. That was completely.
I'm glad to be here. Yeah.
That was completely, not against your will. That you are here by choice, and not by. Careful with those. I mean, you don't want to hurt your wrist there. Anyway, let's get to the questions. So, Ben, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, all right? That our listeners, our audience want to hear about. Okay. What were you? How were your experiences as Hitler in Mein Kampf the musical?
What are you talking about?
In Mein Kampf the musical, a lot of people don't know this, but during the singing scenes, your character was portrayed by Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, what about your role as Shawshank in The Shawshank Redemption?
Pretty sure that movie was made before I was born.
That one scene where Shawshank gets his redemption, I get teared up every time. Now, what about Deformed Fish #1 in Nemo? How's that? You worked with Disney before? Pixar?
Deformed Fish in Nemo? You mean Nemo, which I also did not play, as I was 8 when that came out.
No. At that point, however, the police cut power to the building, and we lost a substantial amount of footage.
Want to get some vintage video of me cleaning up cat puke? Now's the time.
Yep.
Just been cleaning cat puke.
Oh, come on.
I need another interview.